Hi, I want to appreciate everybody that is listening to me right now. Thank you very much for being on this platform, for being on this podcast. I want to sincerely say that thank you. Um, I'm speaking about a very important topic that is dear to my heart today, and that is what I call staff benefits apart from their salary. A lot of a lot of people right now find it very difficult to be able to retain their staff. And it's not far-fetched from the fact that, you see, the relationship in the employment looks as if it is transactional. Every employment relationship has two sides. We have what I call the transactional side, and the second one is transformational side. You can either have a transactional relationship with your staff, or you have a transformational relationship with them. The most important one is to have a transformational relationship. Try and do everything in your capacity to go beyond transaction. By transaction, what do I mean? I'm talking about you drop something, I drop something. You show up at work, I pay you. And ultimately, the 21st century system of work has left that era. We have left the era of transactional. We have left the era of having relationship or employment relationship just being transactional. It is very important for you to have that understanding, because critically speaking right now, we are on the transformational style or transformational relationship between the director and the staff. Now, this is about giving you tips and guiding you on how to be able to manage your staff, especially in the place of motivation, in the place of reward system, and in the place of retention. Retention, this is very critical. So the question is, Coach Wale, what are the other benefits that I can give to my staff apart from the salary? And I'm going to be sharing, quite a good number here. And the essence of this is to help the business to grow, because the business needs more than you. You see, you need more than you to be able to move your organization forward. You need more than you to be able to get things working. You see, dream works when team works. Dream will work when team will work. The level of results, or the closer you get to your dream, is a function of the engagement of your team. The closer you get to your dream is the level of engagement you have with your team. So this is to tell you that you cannot achieve everything all by yourself. This is very, very important, and I want you to pay attention to it. So, what are other benefits that I can give to my staff? This is not restricted. The things I want to share right now is not the only set of things, but I believe that, I believe there are one or two that you can practice that can help you, or that can secure your trust, that can secure, the commitment of your staff. This is very, very important. Number one is free lunch. The first one, free lunch. Oh yes, it's not as if you are giving them free lunch every day. But the truth about it is that there are certain times that you need to champion. So a free lunch, I can tell you, will be very, very good, and will be something that is going to be very fantastic. It's not as if you want to give it to them on a daily basis, or no, but you have to ensure that there is a point. The second benefit can be a birthday cake. Have the list of everyone's birthday. It comes once in a year. I believe that, as an organization, you can take it upon yourself to be able to do that for them. It's not something that I feel it should get past something unbearable. Birthday cake. Let them have it. Let them have a feel that somebody celebrates them. It is very, very dangerous for you to have people that are not celebrated, but and crave for it, and then you want to develop them. Let me make you understand. Development has have certain criteria to be able to meet in order for the person that you want to develop to, to work and to be able to pull through. One of the factors is celebration. Encourage the culture of celebration in your school by ensuring that there is not a general cake for everybody. Ensure that there is a specific cake that is given to the individuals. Let the person decide what he wants to do with his own cake. If he wants to eat everything, so be it. But let him decide what he wants to do with it. This is very, very important. The third one is supply of beverages. If you have staff that really use energy, like you run a school and you have teachers that teach from morning to the evening, sometimes even after the school end of the school, some teachers still go on. You run a manufacturing company and you have staff that works virtually from morning till night, and some of this staff can work Monday to Friday, no off day. When you have this kind of people, you understand that energy has been dispelled because they are actually doing energy driven work. Such people should actually have supply of beverages on a monthly basis. Oh yes, on a monthly basis, because just picture it. If they have to use the amount you give to them in salary to be able to even get beverage, and that's the reason why it looks as if some of them who will have looked better and represent your organization better, they could not, because they are dissipating energy, and then nothing is coming back to replace those energy. Some staff could not even afford a supplement that will help them. So when they show up, they don't look like the organization you are portraying. This is very, very important and key. The fourth one is what I call the welfare pool for loan. Do a welfare pool for loan. You see, it's not rocket science that staff will always demand for loan, and majority of the staff that demand for loan at work, most of them want to use it to sort their welfare. I tell you, that's what they want to use it for. They want to use it to sort their welfare. Oh, what if I do this loan and then the staff decide to leave? Well, I think some of the things that needs to be structured before the loan is established must be structured. Take, for example, the number of years or the number of years that the staff will have stayed in the company, to ensure that there is going to be a level of security, the status of the person. Oh yes, the status of the person. If he's single and is someone that traveled down, and then there's no guarantee that he won't travel out again. So, and looking at the global mobility that we have right now, and now also the loan must be the one that is very, very bearable, so that someone does not take the loan and just move away like that. It should be centered around welfare. It is better to take a loan that is in bits rather than give a huge loan to someone. No, that is not advisable. Then staff hangout. It's a benefit that is apart from salary. At some point, periodically, especially when you feel that there's a burnout, at the end of the year, at the middle of the year, it may be at the beginning of the year, do a retreat. And by the time you are ending the retreat, end the retreat with staff hangout. Oh yes, end it with staff hangout. Let staff come together. You can slash town hall meeting to it, where some staff will have to bear their mind. I have been invited for a staff hangout before. The only part about it is that my session later became healing session, because I had to tell some of them that they don't even talk to themselves. They have to hug themselves. They have to open up their heart to themselves. And you know what? I had more people crying, and a lot of it was fun. I tell you, even though the parts, and by the time they got to work the following, week, the energy was very high. So staff hangout is very key. Also, we have accommodation. Accommodation is also an important benefit that, all these things I'm sharing are things that you take you go out of your way to be able to do it. Yes, if you don't do it, nobody will take you. Nobody, you see, that's why I said we have to leave transaction. You see, accommodation. The accommodation doesn't have to be free if you don't have the capacity for it to be free, but you can have a subsidized accommodation for your staff so that the staff does not spend too much money on, accommodation, so that the staff can also have something to save. So you have to an extent, we can provide we can secure, an apartment that the school have the capacity to pay for it, and then the staff possibly maybe something that is low on a monthly basis that you are going to give based on the fact that they stay there, or you can even give a free accommodation. Oh yes, it is not too much to give your staff free accommodation, especially your talents and the ones that you have to pull from another location to your location. That is very, very important. And please, I want to say this: accommodation must be accommodation. It shouldn't be a place where is everything is just bare. Everything is just bare, because remember, we call it benefits. There are certain benefits that the staff may never take. And why? Because it doesn't suit the taste of the person. Everything you do for your staff as benefit must bear its name. It must. It must. I have a school that provides accommodation for the staff. And you know what? Everything in that apartment is so desirable. From the bed to the furniture to the electronics to everything. And once something goes wrong in that place, in quick response, the facility manager of the school takes over, and that's a benefit. Another thing is health insurance and pension scheme. You can also create insurance scheme, and then pension. You can help the staff in a contributory way. If it's very, very convenient for you, you can get that done. Some of these things are obligatory at some point. They are so obligatory and so important for some people to be able to think that, because that is part of the employment contract that the staff sign. Oh yes, it's part of the contract, and it's in accordance with labor law, and that is very important. Then also 13th month salary is a benefit. 13th month salary is a benefit. You can also ensure that benefit goes with that. Even though it also goes with the leave and then the leave allowance, you ensure that these are things that the staff can plan on. These are things that the staff can really work with. Then the last one from me today is possibly the bonuses at some point. Important days. Bonus can either be about important dates, important performance level, or possibly new initiative that the staff get. Bonus can come from this angle. So we can have Christmas bonus, we can have New Year bonus, we can have, yes, the beginning of the year bonus, which is very, very important. We can have profit sharing bonus, where we actually, the profit was huge and then we have to share. Also, it can be based on performance bonus. It's very, very important. This is not your salary, but I just want to give you this for what you have done in the last 3 months. That is very, very key and very important. And then the third one, bonus can also come, as a form of a general stuff. So these are areas that I believe that you need to work on as, a CEO or as director of an organization, of a school, of a business, that helps your staff to be able to see that, yes, there is an extension of humanity to me. Your business is not only about, goods and services. Your business is also about humans and humanity. And this is very, very important. Make sure that the employment relationship you have with your staff is about transformational relationship. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in another training.